separate the VOD out because I really don't want like the beginning of Final Fantasy 12 and the end of Final Fantasy 8. So let's just boot up Final Fantasy 12 right now. Yep, 10 seconds have expired. We're good. Everything's fine. Just need to get Final Fantasy 12 to load. I don't know why. It takes a little bit to launch. Then I gotta adjust the game capture and stuff too. But, so, for those of you, we'll switch it over to this while this happens. So those of you who don't know, who've never played Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 12 is a very special game. It is, in a lot of ways, sort of similar to Final Fantasy 8, and kind of similar to nothing else. So, Final Fantasy 9 is special, or Final Fantasy 12 is special for a few reasons. Mainly because this game is extremely different from the one we just played, and is extremely different from basically any game that came after it. Or before it. So, is that music okay? Is it a little low? I imagine the music's probably a little low. So, it's a little low? Okay. I'm going to turn it up just a smidge. Because this game likes to run in window mode. Is that better? Is that a little bit better? Not quite as low? Because this game can get pretty loud. I don't hear a difference. Okay, I'll turn it up a little bit more. There. Like, the music in this intro is really soft. Is that better? I adjusted it a bit more. We're almost there. There? That's good? Okay. So, Final Fantasy 12 is different for two reasons. One, this game is turn-based without being turn-based. Two, it takes place in Ivalice. And three, this version of the game, this game has three distinctly different versions. The first one is Final Fantasy 12 that was originally launched in the US in I think like 2007 or 2006. And that's the standard. And then there's Final Fantasy 12 International Zodiac Class version or whatever, which sort of fixes some issues with the original release. And then there's the Zodiac Age, which is like an HD remaster of the game, but completely different from the other two. So, it's a little weird. Need to turn off something real quick. So, this game to me is very special. It's one of my favorites. Once my controller decides to connect. So, once everything works out, we'll be fine. But this game loves giving me some issues. Whoa, what are you doing there, buddy? This game also is really weird in the fact it doesn't want to run. Yeah, it's probably just typical unplug replug. It's being sort of wonky. I have to restart it. Like I said, this game is a little bitchy when it wants to load. It doesn't mind getting tabbed out too much, but when I was doing my tests for it for OBS capture and stuff, it was being a little bitchy. So there we go. That should work. Game's on Steam. It's a little overpriced, but we're going to be playing this game a while. Final Fantasy 12 is very long. Not just on the way the game is, but It's very long. There we go. Now it works. So, alright, so first thing you'll notice is that at the very beginning of the game, I can start a new game, I can start a new game plus, or a new game minus. We're not going to do any of that. This game also has a speed mode multiplier for like a quick time thing that you can do, so you can speed it up. From what I understand, this game's actually a really good remaster. Like I said, it's just a little bitchy. And that's probably mostly due to like OBS settings and stuff. Not anything wrong with the game inherently. So, it fully supports PS4 controller and Xbox 360 controller and keyboard. Basically, you can't level MGS. (704) Old Valiant, Kingdom of Damaska, the royal city of Rabanastre. Oh.
Holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth. May the blessings of the gods light your path for all eternity. Far on. Land and air, our kingdom will stand little.
Nabudis has fallen.
Impossible!
My father? I know not. I am sorry.
If Nabudis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbina with all haste.
I will go.
And I will go at his side.
Galtea, stand watch over your life.
That I be considered worthy.
So yeah, this game has a really interesting intro. I want to play around with voice volume. Yeah, I'll fix it in a minute. I'm also not talking super loud.
The fortress is lost! We must withdraw! No! The paling still stands! Shield beyond sight, their failing light. The paling's fallen! Then it's over! For my father! For my father! Lord Rasler!
Yeah, people are generally pretty soft, so in this intro.
Blessings of the Great Father descend, and guide your bodies to return to the earth. Great Father, guide your spirits return to the Mother of all. There you shall find peace. Pharaoh.
Final Fantasy 12.
The death of Lord Rasla Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the Kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice: Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west. The invasion of the Kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Ramenos, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them.
German Scottish mix accent the narrator is
Treaty
using.
would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
More of Marquis Halim and Bear, Chapter 12, The Fall of the Kingdoms. Yeah, it's a little weird. I think it's supposed to be like an Ivalisian accent.
Can you hear me? It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland. Your name?
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
Good. Rex. You bore a few cuts, but you are still whole. Well, can you stand?
We're gonna be stuck in Cutscene City
I'm
for a
fine,
little bit.
sir.
How old are you, Rex?
17, sir.
Young. Family?
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanastre.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
I'm aware of the situation.
We found them! Over there!
Mossel, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
Off to ZZ Land. Alright, good night, Dash. We'll see you soon. VOD will always be there for you to watch if you're interested in Final Fantasy XII. Alright.
Steady, Rex. Keep your wits about you and you'll make it. We move!
Alright. So, you must always be mindful of your surroundings. Use the right stick to look around. It's a useful way to spot Imperials. Go on, give it a try. Today? Probably for a few hours longer. I'm probably gonna go till 6 tonight. Use left stick to move Rex, walk and run with L. Depending on your situation. You can walk, yes? Come, stand by me. I'm probably gonna be playing until 6, because I was 3 hours late to stream, so... You see the marker above my head? That's the talk icon. You can talk to any character showing one of these. Try to talk to someone, approach them, and press X. Try talking to your friend at the gate. So yeah, I'm gonna be here for a little while still. Life is worth too much to throw away, Rex. Do what you can, but don't try to be a hero. Save the hero stories for your brother once you're back in Rabanastre. Just listen to the captain and we'll get through this. We enter the fortress through this gate. We must go. I'll talk to Bosch. Oh, he just repeats that. See the marker above your head? That's called an action icon. One of those will appear when you approach a door, switch, an item, or the like. To learn more about what you found, walk closer to the icon, change, and press X. Now, try opening the gate. It's time. We drive back any Imperials standing between us and the king. Dalmasca's future hangs in the balance. Stay focused on the foes before you, Rex. I'll watch rearward. So, Final Fantasy XII. So, we'll see one of the first of the two things that makes this game very unique right up here. You can open the party menu by pressing triangle. From the party menu, you can examine your equipment and inventory. Alright, the first one is this shit. That red line is a hostile target line. Take heed, you're being targeted. When a foe targets you, the line is red. When you target a foe, the line is blue. If you see a red line, look for foes at once. If they're not readily apparent, use the right stick to look around. Once you found them, press X to open the battle menu. Once you've selected attack, targeted a foe, close distance using L, you'll automatically attack until your foe is defeated. You can change targets and actions at any time. If your HP falls, press X, select items from the battle menu, then use a potion. After using an item, you will automatically resume your previous action, so there's no need to input the command again. You can do it, Rex. Show me. So, this. So this game runs on an ATB system, similar to Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. However, we have full control over our characters. When's Dissidia? Never. Dissidia is never Moon.
Captain?
Alright, here's our first boss. Another thing you'll notice is that we have magic and techniques. What this is sort of a weird mix between a lot of the other things. So, action commands in this game are lumped into the techniques category. And magic is magic. We can actually use magic in this game, unlike in Final Fantasy VIII, and we'll probably be using quite a bit of magic throughout the playthrough. Magic can actually be very, very strong in this game. Another thing that's worth noting is this game has a combo system, as in characters roll a random chance to hit more than one or two times. So
This is Sunbury. My engines are hit. She'll not hold much longer.
We receive you, Tonberry. You've leave to retire. Well fought.
My thanks, Antlion. Tonberry disengaging.
Oh, and a lot of stuff that we're going to encounter has traditional Final Fantasy names. There's very clearly airships or robots. So all the espers and everything else we're going to be using throughout this game will not be, for the most part, typical espers that we see in other Final Fantasy games. So, like I said at the start of the cast, Final Fantasy XII is very different. It is very, very different. Which is not a bad thing. The game's very good. It just takes a bit of time to get going. There's no simple way to get through the fortress. The minimap at the top right of your screen may not be enough for you to gain your bearings. Should you lose your way, consult your location map with the touchpad. This will bring up a map of the fortress that we gave you before we set out. If you still find yourself at a loss, pressing L3 will allow you to view the location map as you move, navigating your way through as you see fit. So this is the location map. Anyone accustomed to Diablo or any ARPGs? Vaughn ruins this entire game. It's fine. It'll be fine.
Vossler! Where are you?
What if Captain Azelis has fallen?
Don't talk such nonsense. Vossler's laughed in the face of death far too many times for him to stop now. Men like him don't die in places like this. We must make haste to reach the king. We will take him to safety.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Wait. Quickly, Rex!
Yeah, I think this game probably would have been a lot better if we just had Rex instead of Vaughn. There are several enemy soldiers beyond this point. However, Rex, there's no need to destroy them all. Sometimes it's necessary to escape. The R2 command can allow you to abandon the fight with an enemy and run away. Escaping a pointless battle is nothing to be ashamed about. So, Vaughn definitely doesn't help the game, but I don't think he quite ruined. I think what ruins this game is its really bizarre pacing at times. This is a save crystal, Rex. You can save your progress by approaching a save crystal and pressing X. Touching one of these crystals also fully restores your HP and MP. Though you will gradually recover MP as you move about, it can take time. Do not miss this opportunity to refresh yourself and your allies. There is more I would tell you, but we've not the time. Heed the lesson of the battlefield and you will do well. Come, we must reach His Majesty before it's too late. I really think that had we just stuck with Rex and never ever switch over to Vaughn, the game would be a lot better. Because Vaughn really doesn't belong anywhere in this game. But it is what it is. I'm actually really excited to play this game again. I only played it through to completion one time, and that was when it came out. I played this game for a very long time.
Don't let them escape!
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king.
Ashe's main character, and I will treat her as such.
Fight well.
We will be using Ashe and Bosch, and probably Vaughn. That's just because I'm a min-maxing whore sometimes. I don't really care about both here. We will also be using Fran, probably quite a bit. So before I even started this game, I did a good deal of research into our options for class combinations, so I have those all ready to go. But early in the game, we're probably not going to assign anyone any licenses for a little while. So things might be a little rough early on. Especially since I'm pretty sure I accidentally closed my spreadsheet. Ashe's best samurai? Not 100%. It's a toss-up between Ashe and Vaughn. Vaughn has faster combo rate. They both technically have almost identical stats, just reversed. So,
Your Majesty.
really the only thing that makes one better than the other is attack speed.
Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Damaska to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Captain,
Seize the insurgent! Along!
Doesn't matter if Ashe has better Magitech, you can fix that with Mystic Armor.
Never surrendered to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
Yeah, I know Magic. Samurai has Magicite.
Over, my dear captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now. And think, we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain away.
Off you go.
Vaughn.
Also, statistically, Ashe can,
Pretenses of peace left by the wayside.
cutscenes.
The Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided. To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer too for the noble Princess Ashe, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life. Know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death. They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin. Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
Yeah, it's better to just turn Ashe into a monk red mage and have her kill everything. Which is going to be the plan. Or I'm sorry, monk black mage. Did I say monk red mage? Fuck. No, monk black mage. And just have her murder everything with holy. That's why we're going to be giving Ashe chaos. And with her naturally high strength for a female and her godly magic, it just makes it easier. That's what we're going to do for Ashe.
Vaughn! Hurry it up or they'll find us.
I know. Just a little more. You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites. 1, 2, 3 more. All right. Time to clean house.
So. Come here. Come here, rat. No, don't run away. Well, fine, I'll kill you, other rat. Oh. So. Dude. Rat, come back. No, come back here. There we go.
Wow, Vaughn! You got them all yourself?
Damn straight I did.
Call when something big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now.
Another thing we're going to be doing a lot throughout this game is stealing from everything that moves.
You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops. Totally forgot. You should come, Vaughn. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
Damn straight he will. I don't even remember who Miguel is, but I'm sure he'll do just that thing that Vaughn said he'd do. Year 706, Old Veladin, 2 years after the fall of Dalmasca. That doesn't look like a good fruit. I'm just saying.
What'd you say? Sir, you haven't paid, and I... What? Haven't paid? On second thought, please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Watch where you're going, churl. What? My pouch! It's gone! The boy!
Get out the way. Oh.
The fact that you don't get any of Ivalice's other non-humanoid races in your party kind of sucks. I would have loved to have some Banga or, like, I don't know, anything else in this party. I also would have been down for, like, a Moogle mage. That would have been cool.
What? Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Penelo. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
How do you even put Penelo's outfit on?
Dalmasca's property.
I mean, it has buckles
Only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmasca.
and a zipper, it looks like.
Wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this?
Ow.
One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own.
No, you
I'll
won't.
be a sky pirate, free to go where I will.
No, you won't.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon. Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
Ah, alright. Your location map often bears a mark showing your destination. Consult the map when you are unsure of where to go next. You can add the Sky Pirate name in Tactics too, but that's it. I think it's a rank you end up getting. World map has been added to the party menu. Alright. Hey mister, you want to hear the story about Ravenaster? It won't cost you much. What? I gotta eat too, you know. Sure, one gil ought to do it. Alright, let's hear it. Okay, so 2 years back, Ravenaster lost the war with the Empire, and that's when all the guards came and made us live under in the city. The Empire is one person who runs the city and everything, and he's called a consul. The new consul's coming today, and that's why there's so many guards. Cut it short, huh? Don't worry, I'll try and find some new things to add next time. You can cut the tension with a knife out here on the streets today. Guards at every corner, I can hardly stand it. If anyone asks, I said nothing. Nothing. Understood? I was just down at Miguelo's Sunrise. And Miguelo's coming and going, so I'm half afraid he's gonna wear off the door off his energy. Ah. Blah, blah, blah. They've closed all the stairs to Lowtown. Can you believe that? I don't care how important today is. This is absurd. It's been 2 years since Princess Ashe took her own life, but it seems like Ravenaster's been in the Empire forever. Not that I'm complaining. Alright, so... Miguelo? Beating the new console? Miguelo this, Miguelo that. That's all I ever hear these days. There's a nervous energy running through the whole city today. With the new console coming, I suppose it's to be expected. It's a job that Vaughn himself specifically gets. I didn't play Tactics 2 a lot. Everyone sure seems busy today. You, Kites, Penelo, me. Don't worry, I've got my own work to keep me busy. I'm gonna be so rich that, I know, I'll be rich enough to buy an airship. You can ride it anytime you want, Vaughn. Yeah, Vaughn definitely feels unnecessary. I think this game would have been better with Rex.
I was waiting.
Penelo said you needed something?
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble on the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teems with trouble. I'd be sending you to an early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sandsea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that. Wouldn't you know he's gone missing on me, too? I can't leave my shop, and I've Penelo on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sandsea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
Cloud thinks that he's Zack. Zahn technically is a real boy. He's just from another planet. Came to the East End to do some shopping, but there's so many shops, I don't know where to begin. Vaughn thinks he's the main character. Yes, he does. It's weird because in all the other media, he's treated as the main character too, instead of Ash. Or even Bosch. So... Titus thinks he exists, this is true. Oh, Vaughn, how you doing? Lots of people out today. I thought you might try out some of those tricks you showed me. Gotta love Final Fantasy Cutscene Simulator.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it! This is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
Creature spotted in the Ester Sand. What is that thing?
Ah, Vaughn! Miguelo sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
Welcoming? We should be... whatever. Say, Tomaj, what's this?
Nah, don't remind me. Got some nastiness out there in the Ester Sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
Now that's work. Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Miguelo.
That's right. Vaughn, you should give it a shot.
And you should be getting back to Miguelo. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
I don't know exactly what Miguelo's motivation is. He seems shady. Just a few levels of shady. Here's how it works. People post bills here on the notice board when they have a monster they need taken care of. Headhunters track people, right? Well, hunters track monsters. The monsters you're hunting is called your mark. Here's the bill I posted for the Rogue Tomato. The mark I've petitioned to have hunted. You want to hear all the details? Yeah, I think that would help. Let's start with accepting hunts. You can't just take a look at the board and go running off to hunt the mark. You miss out on the bounty. You gotta talk to the person who posted the bill, the petitioner, first. Let him know you're going on the hunt. So, take this Rogue Tomato bill for example. I posted it, so I'm the petitioner. You have to come and talk to me. Let's call that step done, alright? Once your agreement's in place, the petitioner tells you how to find the mark, then you hunt it and report back to claim the bounty. Oh, and I'll give you something to help you track your hunts. Clan Primer. Use it to refresh your memory on the hunts that you've accepted. Clan Primer has been added to the party menu. Go ahead, take this. While you're at it, just a little something to commemorate your first hunt. Obtain the Macarena amulet. Looks like you can't even equip it yet. You know why? You don't have a license for it. Play licenses is mileposts. Improving your progress as your combat skills improve. Swords, bows, black magic, white magic, none of it does you a lick of good until you have a license to use it. Same goes for that armlet. Tomaj, how can I equip this great treasure you've bestowed on me, you ask? Easy. Learn by doing. Give it a try. Licenses have been added to the party menu. I'd say you're ready to hunt the mark for me. Oh, you'll be needing this to leave the city. Just show it at the watch at the gate. You obtain the Writ of Transit. The East Gate's the one you want to head out of. Once you've taken care of the mark for me, let me know. Your work won't go unrewarded. The Rogue Tomato. The hunt begins. So, one of the things that really blows about this game early on, repeat this tutorial message? No. Is it's really easy to fuck up this game. So, one of the things that immediately becomes apparent, and that you might notice as we've started playing this game, is it seems really easy to just like jump into the game and start playing. Well, licenses. In order to use weapons and armors and magics, you first must obtain the proper license. Learn the licenses that support your playstyle to create your own unique party. So, you must choose a license board in order to obtain licenses. There are 12 boards, each allowing you to develop a character with unique abilities. Once you choose a board, it cannot be changed. So, we get all these things really early. Well, some of them are good early on, others of them come into fruition much later in the game. So, what becomes important is choosing the right classes for each character. Well, one thing that this game isn't very nice about is there's a lot of equipment and there's a lot of licenses. And because there's a ton of equipment and a ton of licenses, it's hard to pick classes that actually work. So, what we're going to do for this first little chunk of the game is just not equip any.
You there, let's see some papers, boy. No public passage on account of the Lord Consul's parade.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. You see, it just so happens that your provisioner for the fete tonight, he sent me to pick up a few choice morsels for the, Consul's dining pleasure. He wants them quick. I got the writ of transit right here. You see? Signed, Magello. I just hate to see the Consul upset because his food wasn't ready on time. And I sure hate to see him take it out on you.
The Lord Consul is a great man, and not one to take offense in such trifling matters. Move along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the Consul waiting. Right. Gates are closed after this.
Alright, so I prefer the first game that didn't have the classes, just all license board. It's a catch-22. The first game, since you had open license boards, allowed you to break the shit out of your characters, and it also made it so that the only relevant characters were Ash, Bosch, and Vaughn, because they had, like, the best stats. Like, Bosch for the best physical stats, and then Ash and Vaughn for the mix of best magic and best physical. So it was really easy to break the game, and because it was really, really easy to break the game became really easy if you knew what you were doing. Reshaping it to make it so that, you know, you had the job licenses that sort of like curtailed characters in certain direction made it so you couldn't break them quite as easily. Which ends up making the game more enjoyable in the long run. So, it's not too big of a deal. Like, it's one of those things that some people prefer the one way, other people prefer the other. As of right now, I don't know which one I prefer. Because this is my first time playing this version. Oh, I stole a broadsword. Fuck yeah. The thing that I don't like is the fact that in the early game, it's incredibly difficult to, like, do some things because you just don't have any good licenses. And you don't have gambits. The lack of gambits also really suck. Oh. 1 second. See, I don't know why it keeps wanting to censor you. I don't know what you did to my chat bot, but it just wants to censor the shit out of you every time you talk. Yazimat was still a bitch. Well, ideally, I will make Yazimat my bitch. Profanity? I turned that off. It shouldn't do that. It should not have that profanity filter. It is turned off in my settings. I need to figure out why the hell that it keeps doing that, because it's driving me nuts. And it makes me very upset. Racism? Maybe? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it just hates you. Alright, so I need to get to a chain 50 of wolves out here so that another monster spawns. Let's steal from this tomato. Stole a pebble from the tomato. Nice. Oh, I want gambits. Gambits make this game so much better. Oh, nice. 2-hit combo. Go Vaughn. Oops. Let's eat this potion. Can we equip another weapon? Nah, because we don't have the license needed. I need to pull up my spreadsheet for like what persons are becoming what classes. Nice. Seems like my Vaughn's already combo happy early in the game. That's good. A combo happy Vaughn makes for a much better, much faster game. Level 2? Alright. Alright, Tomato. 1v1 me, bro. Oh god. Not 2v1 me. Tomato readies Flame Breath. Why is the tomato breathing fire? That's not okay. Tomatoes aren't allowed to breathe fire. Rogue Tomato. Vanquished.
Galbana lilies? Never thought I'd see him growing out here. This'll make a nice souvenir. Time to call it a day.
We obtained a handful of Galbana lilies. Alright, so let's kill some wolves. Now, I'm trying to remember how many wolves we have to actually kill to open up the possibility of getting a particular sword early game. That will keep for probably a huge chunk of the game. I think we have to kill 50 wolves to get them to spawn. I don't know how early we can actually do that. Because my memory on this game is very, very, very faint. I played this game for probably around 400 hours in the original version. To do everything. And yes, that does include getting all the summons and farming a bunch of the rare weapons and stuff like that. Ugh, I just want a gambit. There we go, stole a wolf pelt. Probably the first actual gambit we're gonna make is the ye old steel gambit. Thankfully in this version we don't have to worry about fucking ourselves over by looting treasure chests, so that's a plus. There it is. We got a potion. Alright. There's another treasure chest over here. Yeah, okay. Everything's maxed out. Audio still good. Audio bad. Audio reasonably well mixed. Hopefully everything will be alright. Yeah. Alright. Well, we should probably get the plot advancing, or at least grab some more hunts that we can do while we wait. If I don't want to advance the plot, because I really don't want to, like, assign stuff to Vaughn already. Let's talk to this lady. This is an outrage. I thought we'd make it in with time to spare, but they closed the gates before they finished expecting our things. Rip lady. I don't see why they won't just let me through. I'm a citizen, same as anyone else, aren't I? Alright, so let's save our current game. Oh, we're a Moppet. That's not a good clan rank. Just as they finished our inspection. What do? The gates closing before my eyes. A wee bit dodgy, wouldn't you say? Ugh, they won't let me through. Nothing to do now but wait till the ceremony's over. Oh. Oh, Vaughn. I guess I'm not the only one who got locked out of the city. Hi, Kites. I told Camilla about the mark you were going after, and I guess got her worrying. The two of us headed out here to find you. As soon as I stepped out, the guard closed the gates, and things got crazy. I haven't been able to find her since.
Stand back there. Back! This gate's closed until the ceremony's over, do you hear?
Now what? Huh?
Open the gate! Alright, out the way.
Wait a second. How come you let these chocobos through the gate and not us?
What of it? This here's a pedigreed parader, boy.
Cost tens of thousands of gil, this one did.
A prettier price than 100 of you provincials would fetch.
Keep your distance. We don't want the chocobo sticking a peasant.
What'd you say?
Step aside. Right then, move them in.
Well, that does it.
Ho ho! A fine chocobo you have there. Yes, cedar down stock if I'm not mistaken. Change the soil, change the chocobo, am I right? Yes, different soil means different bouquet too. Take a Damascus Barreau's wine, eh? It may lack the flavor and depth of some of your Arcadian wines, but it has a certain strength of character. It's not bad, really, once you get used to it. Here for some, sirs, there's more than enough for all to cool their throats, of course.
You let these carts through and close this gate as ordered. My mail's choked with this sand.
Bribery.
Don't give me a scare like that. You're lucky that ended where it did.
Right. Now's our chance to go through.
The ceremony will be starting soon. I'd best be hurrying.
Okay, well... Vaughn, wait! What is it? Vaughn!
Oh god, this game's so weird. It does such strange things. Okay.
I give you your new consul, His Imperial Highness Lord Vayne Solidor, Commandant of the Arcadian Empire's Western on... Your Excellency.
People of Rabanastre, is it with hatred you look upon your consul? With hatred you look upon the Empire?
Spit on your empire! Go back to Arcadia!
There was little point in asking. But know this, I harbor no idle hopes of frustrating that hatred. Nor shall I ask your fealty. That is the due of your fallen king, and rightly so. King Ramanas loved his people, strove to bring you peace. His was a rule worthy of your devotion. Even now, he remains among you, protecting you. His ardor for the peace and weal of Dalmasca falters not. I would ask only that you do your king honor. Together let us embrace the peace His Majesty would surely desire. 2 years now divide us from war's bitter end, yet still its shadow looms over all, stifling the infant peace a pall only you may cast off. Achieve but this one thing, and your hatred of me and of the Empire will grieve me not. I will stand fast. I will endure your hatred, suffer your slings and arrows. I will defend Dalmasca. Here I will pay my debt. I swear it now. Though King Ramanas and Lady Ashe be gone, they stand ever at the side of their people. In honoring peace, you do honor to their memory and to Dalmasca. What I ask plain. My hopes now rest with you.
Man, it was a good speech. Pretty quality. Okay, well then. So, moving forward.
Is Rabanasta to your liking, my lord?
It is magnificent. Take this cathedral, for instance. Elegant, yet whimsical in its execution. A stunning example of Galtean architecture. I hope Lord Gramus might one day look upon it himself.
The patron of this evening's banquet, may it please your excellency.
I am Miguelo, your highness. It is truly a profound honor to make the acquaintance of our future emperor, highness. The people of Rabanasta join me in welcoming
That's
you.
enough of highness. Though indeed I am our emperor's son, I am no prince. Arcadia's emperor is freely chosen by her people. I am but an elected official and nothing more.
I meant no disrespect.
Now that I think on it, I would not have you address me as Lord Consul, for that matter.
No?
Henceforth, I am a citizen of Rabanasta. Why don't you call me Vayne?
Isn't he evil as fuck?
That would not be right.
You are overly fond of formalities. I've just the remedy for that. Tonight you will join me, and we shall drink until you call me by name.
I'm pretty sure he's evil as fuck, right? Or is he the okay one? I always forget which is which.
Vaughn, you just do not get it, do you? He's not doing it because he wants to. You know what would happen if he didn't.
I know, it's just...
So, what would you do different?
I don't know. Well... I'd do something.
He's definitely trying too hard. Yeah, he's probably trying a bit hard. He's a bit of a tryhard. Vaughn.
You haven't heard a single word I've said, have you? This place has changed so much. It's like it's not even Rabanasta anymore. Like the Empire is swallowing it whole.
Hey, Penel, that fete tonight. You think they'll let us in?
Are you crazy? It's in the palace, and we don't have an invitation if you hadn't noticed.
So, how are we getting in?
As if I'd know. Why not ask Miguelo to get you in? Or go see old Dallin in Lowtown? Why the sudden interest, Vaughn?
I told you, I'm going to take back what's ours. Give back to Dalmasca. Come on, what do you think? If I find something, and it fetches a good price, how about I buy you all dinner?
Oh, please. You know as well as I do the first thing you'd buy is an airship. All hail Vaughn, sky part of Dalmasca. It's got a nice ring to it. It's
Stay out of trouble.
Oh, shut the fuck up. This is the reason why everyone hates you.
An airship. I don't know. Maybe. But not through Magello. Time to pay old Dallin a visit.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go and see if we can get any more hunts done. Oh no, evil Bonga. You're now free to enter Lowtown and leave Rabanastre. Alright, so... What the fuck is the Hunts Guild? I know it's around here somewhere. Alright. So many things to do. That's one of the things I love about Final Fantasy XII. Looks like you wandered into the Gambit shop by mistake, boy. A great tool for leading a party of adventures, of which I see that you but lack. See, a good set of Gambits, you don't have to shout instructions left and right in battle. First you need a party, though. Did you watch the parade? Is a forest watching the ocean? Parade's nothing. Parades are nothing to one traveling in the way of the Gambit. Seek me out when the way of the Gambit opened to you. I'll lead you down its path. Sorry, still getting the shop in order. It'll be a while yet. This is my first time in Umora, as I was just having explanation of the Gambit shop from this kid. It's all about efficiency, he says. Alright, Gambits, efficiency. That's really what we're aiming for here. We're trying to, like, think about what we need to actually do. Tough night. Most important thing in a fight, a level head on your shoulders. Beasts great and small roam abroad. Be sure you know which you face before charging into battle. Such a grand city, why even the locals must need a map to find their way. Go ahead and look at your map. There's no shame in it. Need to go back to the Sand Sea. This is the Sand Sea, right? Yeah, this is the Sand Sea. Oh. Alright. So... Never hurts to keep a close eye on the notice board. It hurts you can look over your current hunts and find a new one. Thyrexia. Mutant Wolf. Status available. Petitioner, Ghastly, Rabanastre. Seek brave souls for slaying this fearsome beastie. My future rests on your swift response. My name is Gatly, and you'll see me in the Sun City Tavern. This petitioner can be found at the following location. Okay. How are things with you, Vaughn? Need some food and drink. Ah, Vaughn defeated that rogue tomato, did you? I was worried you might not be ready just yet, but you did a fine job of it. Here's your bounty for completing the hunt. You give me some money? 300 gil, a potion, and a teleport stone. Follow through on a hunt like a real professional. I'm gonna let you in on a little something to help you along. You ever notice a Bonga standing watch in front of the building in the north end? Might be worth your time to pay him a visit. Show him that clan primer I gave you and he'll let you inside. As for what's there, you just have to go and see for yourself. Of course I didn't watch the parade. What's the point in watching Imperials march about proud as they please? Alright, so... Who the fuck is this dude? It's not an Imperial. Oh, there you are, Gatly. You saw my bill? The bill to hunt Thyrexia? If you're looking for Gatly, you found him. I own a shop in the bazaar, but times have been tough, so I put in the order for some new goods. Got stuck in business. Put up everything I owned as collateral against the shipment. Trouble is, the beastie and the weather sands have been attacking my caravan. As it happens, my goods are supposed to be arriving in the west by way of the Wester Sands. If this Thyrexia were to attack, what of my goods? Please, you must kill Thyrexia. Accept the hunt. I'll tell you where to find him. Accepted it. Now we're talking. Thyrexia stalks the Wester Sands in a region known as the Geltiel Downs. Caravan drivers said they were set upon along a cliff wall on your left as you leave the city via the west gate. I'm depending on you. If our shop goes under, my wife and I will turn out to the streets. Thyrexia. The hunt begins. Alright. So. Alright. So this is another one of those things about 12 that's just kind of weird. Is we're gonna have to, like... Hunts are basically the lifeblood of this game. Like, every hunt you do is like 100% worth it. Welcome to Bantas. I have a signed selection of techniques. I'm not sure if you'll find something to your liking. I'm here to sell some stuff, not the broadsword or any of that stuff. Sell these wolf pelts and these windstones, these cactus fruits, this earthstone, and those pebbles. The bazaar goods are available. Unassuming surcoat. Alright, we got some chromed leather. And we got some potions. We also should probably buy Libra. Libra is, without a doubt, the best technic in this whole game. So, another one of those weird things about Final Fantasy XII is the fact that a lot of the abilities that in other Final Fantasies are just okay are fucking amazing in 12. Like, Libra. So Libra is really important because every enemy in this game has a very distinct weakness. And maximizing your party damage is a lot about exploiting weaknesses or creating weaknesses. You see, there's a lot of characters in this game and there's a lot of magic in this game that is uniquely used for debuffing enemies. And unlike other Final Fantasies, debuffing is incredibly important in 12. And because it's so incredibly important, it's sort of like the backbone of your combat strategy. Interestingly enough, that's why we're going to be doing a lot of stuff that's just sort of, I guess, for lack of a better word, is going to be optimizing. Optimization is really important in this game, in my opinion. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but I always thought optimization was important in 12. Making the game play smoother, making it run faster, making you kill enemies quicker. Everything's about efficiency. Just like, you know, how we have fast forward, which we're going to be using quite a bit. It takes a long time to kill some stuff in this game. So fast forward is a godsend. Even if we're only using the ×2 fast forward instead of the ×3 or ×4. So we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Again, like I said earlier, this game's incredibly long, so there's a lot of times where we're going to be grinding, and this double speed will be a godsend. Another thing worth noting is that grinding is just sort of not something you set out to do, but something you end up doing. There'll probably be a few times where I won't grind on stream for this game, just because it takes a while, especially for like farming for weapons or something like that. But all the major hunts are going to be pretty interesting and a lot of fun. Another thing is, this game's sort of sandboxy in a way. And when I say that, I don't mean like, this game isn't Mountain Blade or something like that, or Black Desert Online, but compared to your typical Final Fantasy experience, this game is much more open-ended. That's also notable with enemy design, too. There's a lot of times when enemies will just want to fuck you up because they're just bigger than you are. Damasco Western Sand. There's also a ton of optional zones in this game, which is a lot of fun. So, why do we steal so much? Well, this game has an interesting mechanic called the Bazaar. The Bazaar, basically, when you sell collections of items to vendors, there's a chance that they'll create a collection of items, or an item, based on what you sell. What this ends up meaning is that by appropriately collecting and selling certain item sets, you end up creating some incredibly powerful things. Alright. Another thing you'll notice is that enemy mobs are a little bit different. Hunt marks are very obviously special. And you can also do things to sort of get them out of the way. A lot of times. So we're gonna try to kill these things without dying. Which might be a little bit difficult, depending on how Vaughn elects to attack. A lot of marks are interesting in the fact that they have mobs that attack with them, or they have, you know, just sort of, I guess for the lack of a better word, stuff that makes them unique. Hunts are a huge part of this game, and every single hunt, for the most part, should be treated as kind of like an optional raid boss. And some of them go well beyond raid boss level. There are some nasty monsters in this game. And doing a lot of this stuff solo is a terrible idea. But we're going to try it anyway. At least try to get through this hunt. We just need to be aggressive in our potion usage. Come on, Vaughn. You can do it. If Vaughn combos here, it'll be good, but I don't think he's going to. Oh, shit. The enemy elected to combo instead. Come on, Vaughn. Oh, God. This doggo is wanting to combo my face off. Which is pretty bad. Oh, good job, Vaughn. Blocking is good. It's a shame we don't have a shield. Alright, there we go. Let's try to get to full health here. That was a little bit rougher than I was expecting. If we have to, we can just run away. Soul Pebble, alright. We're probably gonna have to run away here. Unless we roll some good blocks. Or a few good combos. Shit, we gotta go. We'll die. Yep, there we go. Oh, the first of probably many game overs from just trying to reach too far. It's very easy to reach too far in this game. It's very easy to reach too far. And when you end up reaching too far, even in the early game, because you want to kill a mob a bit before you're supposed to. It happens. It is what it is. Ooh, did we get a sandstorm this time? We did. Interesting. I should probably at least progress through the story until we end up getting a party member, but I'll live without one. Should have probably bought some extra potions, though, before we left Rabanastre. It's also would be easier if we weren't just trying to go with our base class in these early areas. Because going with your base class in these early areas can be a little rocky. So. Hell. We haven't even picked a fucking job for Vaughn yet. So, all we need to do is get a job. But I haven't pulled up my spreadsheet again to see what the plan for Vaughn was. But I'm pretty sure it was Knight into Bushi. Because it was just more efficient than giving it to Balthier or Bosch. So, we'll just beat up some stuff. Yep, I finished 8 about an hour ago, actually, one wing. I cut off the video, so I'll put it in the Final Fantasy VIII VOD collection, if you want to watch it. Zell carried us to victory. Zell carried us so hard. Damn it, I missed the ending. The whole thing's saved, so it'll be in the previous videos. You can go back and watch it. Cool. Thanks a lot. I actually specifically made that just for people that care. So, Zell carried us so hard. He got his hot dogs. He did. Zell finally got his hot dogs. I was happy for him. I care. Well, thanks, One Wing. It's good to know someone cares. You know, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I've read... When I first started streaming, I wasn't expecting to even get a single viewer for at least, like, 3 to 4 months. And I lucked out so hard by getting, like, a few viewers really, really early. Like, on basically my 5th, 6th day streaming, I ended up running into you, One Wing, and to Moon. And you guys have consistently come back to my channel. And that's some weird-ass shit. That is some weird-ass shit. I don't think you guys understand how strange it is to, like, have someone actually wanna... to, like, watch you on this site with thousands and thousands of people doing stupid shit. I saved this stream? Really? I'm always looking for new small streamers to watch. If you want, I can always put your stream into a shameless promotion section on a Discord I'm in. Dude, if you want to do that, John, knock yourself out, man. Like, I will happily put myself into some shameless self-promotion. I will very happily do that. Oh god. Eat a potion, Vaughn. We don't want to die. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know why some of you guys like to... Ooh, good combo, Vaughn. Shit. Also, why do you have a shameless self-promotion on a Discord you're in? No, use a potion, Vaughn. Oh god, another wolf. Die, wolf, die. Yeah. I don't know. I need to work on stream quality. That's something I really need to start doing. I need to work on stream quality. I need to finish my stream page. It's still not done. Because I've just been too lazy to finish it. Steal something from him, Vaughn. Oh god, no. Eat a potion, Vaughn. Come on, hit him with the steel. It'll probably just be another fucking pebble, but hit him with the steel. Oh, he died. Did Vaughn counter? Is that what killed him? Fuck. Vaughn, why are you so OP? Oh god. Open the treasure chest. An ether? Awesome. Ethers are great in this game. I went into his Discord to find people to play Final Fantasy XIV with. Interesting. That's kind of neat. There's not a lot of very good Final Fantasy XIV streamers. Like, the one I think comes to mind whenever I think of, like, Final Fantasy XIV streamer, I think of Mr. Happy. I don't really like Mr. Happy all that much. He's not bad, his videos are really good, but I don't know how I feel about him as a streamer. As a YouTuber, he's pretty good. He's pretty fantastic. So. Oh, he's terrible when it comes to gameplay, but he has a personality. Yeah, that's true. Stab him. Stab him with your knife. Oh, we got some eye drops. Oh. Oh, it's kind of sad that I quit playing 14. I liked 14, but to me, MMOs just aren't worth it unless you're in, like, the fucking raid grind forever. And I don't want to deal with that kind of stress in my life. Need to get back into the game. They made the Kefka raid. Yeah. One Wing told me about that a few days ago. Or maybe it was earlier last week. So. Vaughn. Ooh, double hit with the dagger. That's interesting. That's now a thing. They actually changed the way those look. I just remember them being silver before. Oh boy. Couldn't steal? What do you mean you couldn't steal, Vaughn? It's like your one job. And you stole its skin. How does that even make sense? Nice. Good triple combo. We're gonna just keep grinding on these wolves for a little bit. Probably till we get to like level 5. Because getting all of those, the pelts and shit will be really handy. Unless we run out of potions. Kinda early. In which case then we'll stop, but... we need money. That's one of the things that's really... a really stark difference from 8. Money is extremely important in this game. You need money to make the world go around in this game. Oh shit. Yeah, we have 1 potion left. Okay, let's take our 1 potion now. Like, we need money so bad in this game to buy gambits, to buy equipment, to buy magic. Like, you're buying everything in this game. There is no alternative. Just buying a ton of shit. I mean, a lot of our actual gear will steal, because steel is really good in this game. Oh god, mugging people is fantastic. In the game, not in real life. I imagine mugging a person in real life would not be fantastic. I imagine it'd be very stressful. Yeah. Oh. Doggy, fall down. I have a strange feeling I had Vaughn set up to be a knight first, then a Bushi. When I get to subclasses later in the game. But I'm not 100% on that. It's one of the reasons why I'm really tentative to, like, actually do stuff at the moment. Come on, Vaughn. Kill it. Come on, Vaughn. Kill it. Ooh. Please kill it. Man, those ATB gauges got a little shady there for a bit. Alright, so we'll go back to Rabanastre. We closed the Aerodome today. All the Arcadian citizens returning home. Does it bother me? Ha! After 2 years of this treatment, I've grown more than accustomed to it. Yeah. It would suck to live in Rabanastre. Like, Rabanastre does not seem like a good place to live. The city's gorgeous. We're a hedge knight now. Alright, so we gotta go back to the tavern. Talk to the dude. Get some bishes. Get some money. I think we get money from that hunt. But I think that's the last hunt we can do. For the time being, but I could be wrong. There's always a good chance that we just won't be allowed to do stuff. So, hopefully everything's gonna go fine. So this is actually kind of fun for me, because I've never played this version of the game. Like ever, right? And on top of it, I don't remember 12 a ton. I remember, like, some really basic things about this game. So, like, getting to play through this whole thing again, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We do not want to sell that stuff. We'll sell all these pelts, though. You remember it being Star Wars? Yes, I do remember it being Star Wars. That's like the one thing I remember about it. Onion arrows, onion shot. I remember that you basically want to buy everything. That's probably the biggest thing I remember. Is that we want to buy everything. And then I remember it being Star Wars. Star Wars is a good memory that I have of this game. Is that it is like 90% Star Wars plot. So. Alright. The Bonga in the north end that we need to talk to. If I recall correctly, that opens up the Clan Sanshiro Hall. Where we get to deal with one of the most badass Moogles in all of Final Fantasy. Fucking Monteblanc. Monteblanc? I don't remember what the fuck his name is. He's just awesome. You did it! You brought down Therexa! Thank you! Thank you so much! You saved me and my wife. This isn't much, but I want you to take it for helping us out. 500 gil, Hudgard Teleport Stone. Well, it's time I headed back to my shop. Say, you should stop by sometimes. Maybe I'll have a little something for you. I'm afraid it won't be much, so don't get too far out of your way. But if you happen to be near the bazaar, say hello, agreed? Flowering Cactoid. Dantiro, Damaska Easter Sands. A spiteful beast threatens the travelers, and now fixes its gaze upon our humble camp. We can't ignore this threat no longer. Hunters, to arms! Will you go and speak to the petitioner? Damn straight I will. Bill's petitioner can be found at the following location. You must speak with the petitioner to formalize your contract. Oh, you're out in the fucking Esther Sands, aren't you? Okay. Alright, that's fine. Let's go and get into Clan Sanshiro Hall so we can start getting rewarded from my man. My Moogle man. With his funny hat. North End. Bonga at the end of the street. I'm also going to have to remember to do some stuff. The guards are letting people into Lowtown again, but I still can't find the stairs. My map shows a stairway over by the Gambit shop, but I can't make head nor tails of it. Well, that's because that's where plot happens. Hey, yo, Bonga. You got your primer. So you have. Well, what do you stand here for? In with you. Can't recall your face. Are you new? Might want to pay special heed to what folks inside have to say. Okay, well, you going in or not? Okay, let me in. I would like to go in. Thank you very much. There he is. There's the man. In his glorious golden palm. New member, are you? My name's Basant. I'm a hunter here in Clan Sanshiro. Pleased to meet you. What's up, bruh? You look like you barely know which end of the sword goes into the monster. Don't do anything to hurt the clan, or yourself. Yo, my man. Kupo-po. Yours is a new face. Are you a hunter? Welcome to our clan hall. I'm Monteblanc, founder of Clan Sanshiro. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Kupo. Our clan has very strict entrance examination. We should begin yours at once. And you pass. Moogles are quick to make up their minds, Kupo. Here in the clan hall, you'll hear about especially dangerous marks you won't find posted on any board the moment they rear their ugly heads. Well, I'll get on with filling the necessary clan membership certificates. I'll be finished in no time flat, Kupo. Kupo, I nearly forgot. Now that you're a member, you can make purchases for our clan shop in the Mithuru Bazaar. Be sure to stop by, Kupo. Happy hunting. He deserves the manliest Kupo he can. New clan member. I'm Magkara. A pleasure, I'm sure. Unlike our other members, I cannot participate in hunts. My specialty lies in the collection of information. If you have a question about one of your marks, ask. I'll tell you what I know. Yes. What is it you need? I'm Kernge. There's no vowels in that. A hunter of Clan Sanshiro. You know my boundaries did I join the clan. There's a wellspring of information about powerful marks. What have we here? A newcomer, eh? Montblanc's the founder of our clan. Be sure to show him proper respect. Our job's to travel about, accepting hunts from the board, gathering news about marks that you need to be dealt with right away. Elite marks and the like. Cool. Do you have any? How far is the hunt? All your membership papers are in order, Kupo. Allow me to give you this to commemorate you joining the guild. I'll have a little something for you each time you attain a new clan rank, Kupo. You obtain 3 potions. Keep up the splendid work, Kupo. Kupo-po. You're a hedge knight already? You've been burning the midnight oil, Kupo. Clan Sachiro knows how to treat its hardworking members, Kupo. Here's the reward for your accomplishment. Thanks. Keep up the splendid work, Kupo. Kupo-po. I'm sorry. I don't have any hunts to tell you about at the moment. Kupo. What are you looking at? This ain't no place for children. Him? He's an exception. His parents were both hunters. And they were friends of mine to boot. That's it. Until they set out on a hunt for one of this most notorious marks. But I'll avenge them, be sure of it. I've been keeping an ear to the ground, listening for any sign of that mark ever since. That's what this place is all about. A deadly, serious business, this. Not to be taken lightly, you hear. Yeah, I don't want to talk to you guys. You guys are out of the way. You're on the other side of those 2 dudes fighting. I don't want to deal with that right now. Alright, so let's beat up some cactoids. Okay. Let's see here. That flowering cactoid was in the Easter Sands, not the Wester Sands, right? Gotta go this way. I love Rabanastre. I think it's a really cool city. Even if it is going to be like the hub of this game for what feels like forever. There's a lot of really cool venues in 12 that I really enjoy. That are 100% more interesting than a lot of other stuff. This game also feels a lot more developed, I guess, than other Final Fantasy games. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but 8, 9, and 12 feel like there's only like 2 towns half the time. 8 especially. 8 feels so barren. I don't feel like there's any actual people in 8. You know what I mean? Like, the game just feels very empty. That's probably because it was rushed. There was probably meant to be a lot more content. I mean, it's still, like... We got, like, a 40-hour playthrough out of it, so... It'll be good. This game feels a lot more fleshed out. To be fair, you talk to card players and that's it? Yes. Basically, yes. I mean, even if you talk to a good deal of the NPCs, it still feels pretty dead. And you do all the quests in between, it still feels really dead. It's a very empty place. Cold. Desolate. So you gave me a sword the last time I stole from you, so let's see what you give me this time. First stone, eh? Come on, swing it one more time. Yeah, we're level 4. Okay. The Wolf Ready's lunge? How dare it? Windstone. Alright, got another Windstone. Alright. So what button's the map? There it is. Alright, so we need to get to the other side of the Easter Sands. Like one of the exit areas. Oh. You know, the first time I played 12... Since I was so scared of missing the Zodiac Spear, I didn't open any treasure chests the whole game. Yes, you heard that right. I went through all of Final Fantasy XII, never opening a single treasure chest till after I got the Zodiac Spear. It was very stressful. And I never had items. Yeah, you can just do things normally. That was like one of the first things I checked. Unlucky merchant. That's my chocobo just over there. Has a fondness for shiny things, buries everything in its beak on. Most recent victim? All the gil I made in Rabanastre. At least they've opened the road to Nebrera. I've lost profits to make up. This is just a nameless outpost on the road between Rabanastre and Nebrera, Nalbrina. Whichever you're headed for, you've not far to go, my boy. Pretty hot, huh? Maybe 100 gil if you want to rest. Yep, I didn't look up a job guide. I read the descriptions of all the jobs, and there's a really nice spreadsheet that the community made, so you can like min-max and optimize. I have that pulled up, but we'll be getting to that probably tomorrow is when I'll start assigning jobs, because I need to go back over it and make sure I didn't fuck anything up. But we're in for a treat, because if I min-maxed correctly, we're going to have a really fun time. Chocobos don't come cheap with all these delays. I hope you can afford it. We're going to have a really fun min-maxing time. Obtained a Firefly. So, if no one out here can tell, I have... One of the things I really enjoy is I have a lot of fun breaking games, and I really enjoy min-maxing at the same time. A boy and his dog? Better get back to the village before they start worrying. As long as we stick together, we'll be okay. Him? Don't worry about him. He won't bite or nothing. He's practically family. I love optimizing games, and I love having fun optimizing games. It's what makes me I ruin D&D games. There's a reason why I'm only allowed to DM. It's true, you should see his D&D characters. I was just getting to that. I don't mean to break them, okay? Like, I just really enjoy doing it. It's super fun. Now that the ceremony for the new console's over, they finally opened up the road to Nebrera. Oh, you're here about the bill I posted. That's the first good news I've had all day. You'll hunt this flowering cactoid for me? I accept. That's what I wanted to hear, so let's tell you what you need to know. You probably saw some creatures that look like cactuses on your way here from Rabanastre. Speak of the devil. You've seen them before, right? Mostly they keep to themselves. Mostly. But every now and then, there's a different sort of cactoid that comes along. Has a flower on its head. They're troublemakers. Smarter than your average cactoid, and they have a taste for blood. Can't count how many times they've attacked the outpost. They don't dare attack while I'm on watch. They've tried it at least once, learned their lesson. Look, there it is now. The flowering cactoid's the one up front. Look at it there, mocking us. They did a number on this poor squeed's belongings, too. Needles everywhere. I'd hunt it down myself, but I'm stuck here on watch. I asked a passing merchant to submit a bill for me, and that's where you come into the story. The flowering cactoid's been lurking out in the Yardang Labyrinth. Do us all a favor and hunt it down for me. Flowering cactoid. The hunt begins. So if I suddenly, like, cut off, it's because I'm pretty sure there's some crazy zombie fog outside. You can't see, like, 5 feet in front of your face out there. Oh, and when you kill it, don't forget to take the flower. Apothecaries can make a potent salve from its petals. Cool, thanks, brah. But, anyway. So, there's only been a few times that I might have slightly ruined a D&D campaign, because I min-maxed a little too hard. But it's fun, right? That's what's important, is having fun. Having fun is always the most important thing when you play a game. And, you know, if your fun comes from min-maxing and breaking the game, that's fine. Or if your fun comes from good role-playing, that's also fine. If your fun comes from both, well, then you're me. Or you make the most brokenly overpowered character that you can, within reason, of course. There's some times that you can make a really strong character and it's just not fun. And we try to avoid that when we can. But in this game, Since we don't have to worry about the characters being good or well developed, we can break the shit out of them. And I have no remorse. Oh, hi, I'm gonna prepare spell turning. Why would you prepare spell turning? That's not as bad as when I was in my epic level campaign and I prepared Wish. And my DM was like, why the hell did you prepare Wish? Because I said it was a good idea to always have a Wish ready, and then we fought a Tarrasque. And he just completely ignored that I had a Wish ready. Because plot. No, I didn't want to insert the thing. I mean, it's okay, MGS. Like, do you remember Jaced? The glorious cleric of St. Cuthbert? In all of his glory? That was a fun game. Or when Merkel, Nick, James, and I all made Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for fun in a D&D game, and we broke the game. Also fun. Those are some good memories. If I knew, I would have made a Ratfolk Sensei and joined in on the fun. Oh god, that was so much fun. Also, 12 hours and we didn't level. Oh, that sucked so bad. Oh god, it's a chicken. Gotta steal from the chicken. I'll take my Goblin Barbarian that just ate everything. I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot of fun. That archetype was hilarious. Got a small feather. Please eat the potion, Vaughn. Vaughn, eat the potion. Ow. Come on, Vaughn. Swing more than once. There you go. That's a boy. That's a good boy. Alright, Vaughn. Steal from this chicken. Oh, we sell a potion from the chicken. Score. Actually, I guess cockatrices in this game more look like big plump turkeys than chickens. They're fucking fat as hell. They're so fat they just roll around. My strength was so high I threw an egg at a child and killed him. That is true. That did occur. Yeah, that did occur. Oh, come here. Don't peck me, you dick. Don't poke me either. A decent group to play with? Dude, we played with Phil. That was so far from a decent group, it doesn't even count. That was like an okay. That was a stomachable group. Oh god. Well, that's why, like... That's why whenever I get asked by those people if I want to play a game, I say no. Because if anyone here has ever, like, played RNG, like, RPGs in the tabletop, like, you know that the most important thing is that you have a group that gets along and doesn't, like, hate the shit out of each other. Like with Derek and a couple people at the Eastern's math department. Yeah, it had Derek in it. He was just not okay after he was absorbed into the collective. So. Yeah. It always sucks when you, like, have a decent group, then you lose it. What's even worse is when you have a decent group all ready to go. He got out. He got better. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear he's doing well. I didn't want to use the damn antidote. Rip like 100 gil. Come on, Vaughn. Use the potion. What the fuck is this flowering cactoid? That's the wrong button. I know it's out here somewhere. He also has DM experience and a lick of creativity. Just a lick, though, not a lot. Because I don't think, like, a lick of creativity is quite enough. There we go. Dead doggo. I know that fucking cactuar is around here somewhere. There she is. Or it. I don't know. Cactoid C. Let's mug this cactoid. Come on, Vaughn. Take out your sword. Sorry, it's not even a sword. It's a knife. Come on, Vaughn. Take out your knife. He makes towns and interesting characters and doesn't have to rip off Bioshock Infinite or the Supernatural. Who had to rip off Bioshock Infinite? Oh god, I'm blind. Oh god, that hurts. Oh, that was scary. Really? He ripped off Bioshock Infinite? Why? Seems kind of weird for him. I mean, I guess... time nonsense mechanics and alternative realities. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean you're ripping off something. It just means you're using similar concepts. I mean, he always has been one for tropes. He loves tropes. Which is really limiting for storytelling if you rely on them too hard. He did it by accident. Oh. We got a cactus fruit. Ah, this thing hits really hard. How much damage does it take? Come on, Vaughn. Hit it. Swing your knife. Fucking thing parried. Oh my god. We are not dealing a lot of damage. We are doing drops in the bucket. Ow. I don't know how on earth you like... Oh god, that hurts. Alright, we can't do this. Retreat! We are not quite strong enough to take on that cactoid. We are going to run our happy asses all the way back to Rabanastre. You know, interestingly enough, that's one of the things I really enjoy about this game. Is the fact that enemies are whatever fucking level they want to be. And if you're not ready, you're not ready. And it adds a lot of depth. Because, like, when you run into shit that's just too fucking tough, you just go and do something else. Which I think is really neat. I ran the wrong way. Oh, I ran such the wrong way. We're in the Giza Plains now. We should not be here. I took the weird way to the Giza Plains, too. There are many places that we should not be. The Giza Plains are one of them. Alright, so let's go the other way. I did not mean to run out here. Because if we encounter anything hostile, always had an idea for DMing, but I've never built on it. Well, the most important thing that you can do when you're GMing is, one, you need time, first and foremost. And then, two, you need a lot of motivation. Because it takes a lot of work to pour through books and make a campaign. Even if it's like a shitty one-shot campaign, you still have to do a lot of work. And, you know, because of that, it can be... Is boredom a motivation? It can be. Boredom can totally be a motivation. Like, if you're bored and have nothing to do, you might as well start doing something. It's part of the reason why I started streaming. I was bored and I didn't have much to do. So, I thought that, you know, playing video games online and talking to people would be fun. So, we can make a lot of movement in our lives towards things like that. Alright, so, what do we need to do? What do we need to do? Well, I guess we can go to Lowtown and actually get the fucking story going somewhere. That's always a reasonable idea. Because we're sure as hell not doing that hunt right now. We might have to actually get a party to do that hunt. We can't buy gambits right now, which sucks. So, what does that leave us with? I guess that leaves us with main story. Which the main story involves going to Lowtown. And going to Lowtown is important. For some reason. I don't really remember the plot of this game. I remember at some point, I go to prison, and that's when the game actually starts. That's what I remember. I remember if the game asks me to do anything twice, it probably means we're not allowed to come back for a really long time. I got stuck up in the city when the Imperials sealed off Lowtown, which would be fine if it means my daughter... If it hadn't meant my daughter missing the parade. She'd been throwing a fit and going on about how it's not fair. I got to see it, but she didn't. She got to understand we have to do what the Imperials say. The most I've had in my head was urban adventure with a heavy focus on illusion magic. Have you looked into Mage? It's a White Wolf system that is actually pretty cool. It was made in the 90s by White Wolf. Mage is pretty fucking cool if you want to do like anything urban. If you want to do any sort of like, I guess more modern or urban-y stuff, you should look in White Wolf systems as opposed to Dungeons and Dragons. Sometimes I play down in the alley in front of Old Dallins, but I'm not supposed to go up to the south gate. Nope. Hey, traveling merchant. I hardly sold nothing today. Can't expect the likes of these to put up hard gil. Although, oh well, go on, have a look. No, don't want to sell those. Teleport stones are actually important in this game. It's like the only way you get around. What do you sell, traveling merchant? Sell some onion bombs. Yeah, we'll buy those. We'll buy some potions too. It's so easy to just burn through all your items in this game. Oh my god, it's so easy to burn through items in this game. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go upstairs and actually, like, buy equipment. That's something I should do real quick before I do anything else. That's the dude and his daughter. Oh, and magic. Like, people use illusion magic to glamour themselves as either a crutch because they're self-conscious of themselves or the idea that pretty people run the world. That's an interesting start. Could definitely end up making that into an actual thing. You'd have to try a little hard, though. I don't know how much you are for, like, trying hard. Welcome to Ugri's Magics. How may I help you out? Well, I'm gonna buy some blind, and some courier, and some fire, and some slow. Alright, there we go. I'm basically poor now. Because we bought magic. Let's go look at armor and equipment. Money makes this world go round. Especially when you're playing Final Fantasy XII. Please. I mean, that's a really interesting idea. You could have a lot of fun with that. And all the ways it goes wrong with identity theft. And prostitutes. Okay. Seems interesting. Reduces XP earned to 0. License needed, accessory 2. I have to find a save point, is what I need to do. And then I need to think about my license board real quick. So, I guess because you gain access to classes and stuff, you actually gain access to, like, low-tier weapons early of various types. Because I remember in the original 12, like, you didn't see a katana forever. But there's a katana here. And I'm curious if I want to, like, think about it. She looks like a 10 out of 10 with no diseases, and the veil comes off and it's a rat folk. That's pretty funny, actually. That's a solid idea. Oh, God. I don't want to get super involved in the storyline right now. It has nothing to do with the fact I don't want to do the storyline in this game. It has everything to do with the fact that we're almost done for the day. I don't want to get, like, quagmired in the story. We have all day tomorrow. I'm probably going to be streaming till 4 tomorrow. Now that I'm typing this out, how does it make you feel about yourself? I need to write this down. Well, it's a good idea to write things down. Because when you're thinking about stuff like this, when you're thinking about, like, making a D&D game or even a story concept in general, like, you really need to write down everything that comes to mind, then filter it later. Just, like, sort of get it out of your system and then refine it. A lot of people try to, like, refine as they're thinking through things, which can lead to some problems. Mainly just you hating yourself. Might just pass this on to someone who has the time. Well, I mean, you could do that. That's definitely an option, like, if you're completely busy 100% of the time. Or you can just do it as, like, a project to unwind. That helps a lot, too. That was part of the reasons why I used to write D&D games and stuff like that, is because I had nothing better to do. Wow, Vaughn, go. Go, Vaughn, go. Vaughn is a combo king. So, I mean, you should really think about that when it comes right down to it. You should really be considering and thinking about that kind of stuff. Come on, Vaughn. Steal from the wolf, please. That is, like, the only thing I ask of you, Vaughn. But, I mean, honestly, writing a game is only half of DMing. Like, writing the game, the concepts, the encounters is just one small part of the grand monstrosity that is running a game. The other half has a lot to do with, like, planning things out and developing encounters and stuff like that. That was always my favorite part, personally, is developing encounters. Developing encounters are a ton of fun. And all you need is just, like, some good ideas to make interesting combats, and honestly, the worst part is getting people to play the game. Hurting the bag of cats that is the players. Yeah, that's definitely problematic. But it also varies a lot from group to group and players to player. Like, if you choose... Can I help you, sir? Who are you? Mr. Neutral Bonga. Thanks for the protect, bro. Like, where a lot of people fall into trouble is when they're like, hey, I have an idea for a D&D game in, like, an open forum, and then 60 players descend on you from out of nowhere. And then are like, I want to do this, I want to do that. Are you okay with me being a half ogre, half vampire minotaur? Is that okay with you? Oh, you're not okay with that? Can I use this archaic supplement that isn't even for the system? Do you support this homebrew? Like, that's the part that's not fun. So, like, the best thing to do is when you have an idea for a game, and you've written down the game and developed it, you reach out to various particular people and be like, hey, I got an idea for a game. Would you be interested? Would you like to play? This is the supplements and things I'm allowing. We can talk things through, like, and also that helps a lot too. Like, once you actually have everyone at a table, as long as you have a general idea of who they are and what they do, you can herd the bag of cats without any issue. You just gotta prepare. You have to think ahead. You have to be well, like, good intentioned and, like, foresightful, forethought. It's very important in these kinds of situations. Otherwise, you end up with, like, just bags and bags of cats that you just can't wrangle no matter what. Because, like, no one gets along. Because everyone just heard, ooh, a game and wants to play. That changes everything. Like, no one wants to just, like... No one wants to DM. No one wants to game master. No one wants to dungeon master. Everyone wants to play. But no one wants to put in all the other work. So... that's really important. And that's a consideration to think about. I don't know, I guess I'm kind of rambling about tabletop now. Tabletop's really, really cool and very important. Some of the best RPGs I've ever played in are tabletop. Even if they never had an end. Some of the best characters I've played. I mean, that was due to the people involved. Like, groups have chemistry or, you know, lack thereof. And Jack is not a very good person for, like, creating groups that get along. He has a bit of an issue with that. His track record is not very good. So, oh, there was a treasure chest there. Tough to Phoenix down. Alright. Which is a shame, because Jack's actually not a terrible DM. Oh my god. Vaughn. Why do you not believe in stealing from the wolf? It happens sometimes. It just happens sometimes. And, I mean, there's also faults to be made on a GM for not addressing that kind of behavior before it erupts into a head or boils over. And that's just not... That's multi-leveled issues that have nothing to do with the game. That has to do with players and persons and poor decision-making on the part of both players and GM, and, like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that. There's a lot of stuff that goes into that. I got a pointy hat. That's true. Like, I heard about what happened, and it was definitely different. Yeah, that's true. So, it's not really a productive discussion, though, at the end of the day, so... But, c'est la vie. Let it be. It's not crazy important. It's just not super important. But it ended because of commitment issues. That's always the worst way to, like, have a D&D game or a tabletop fall apart, is just because people can't. They can't do it! They can't take the shot. They can't finish it. And that's, like, the #1 killer of games. It's not that people don't get along. It's not that, like, players get into fights or DMs become uninspired. I mean, for me, the biggest issue is DM become uninspired. Excuse me. I have a terrible habit of just being like, and I'm done. With games. After one fight, there was no problems. Yeah, sometimes it just happens that way. Sometimes it just ends up happening that way. Like, sometimes people just need to get it out, and a lot of times it's not nearly as bad as, like, the prelude suggests it to be. So, yeah, like... Yeah, I imagine it was pretty funny. We're talking about this new console. He seems a not-so-bad fellow, well-informed, capable. You interested in a piece of armor? There's aught to your liking. I have brought it around, but don't dwaddle. I've plans for the evening. Well, I'm gonna dwaddle so hard, bruh. Let's see here. Alright, let's hope that this doesn't panic when I Alt-tab real quick. That is the wrong tab. Don't you always love that when you open the wrong tab? That's... Let's refresh this real quick. My PC is acting a little weird. There we go. This game also does not like being alt-tabbed. Graphical settings. Yeah, we're in borderless window. Just does not like being alt-tabbed. It is throwing quite the fit that it's being alt-tabbed. Alright. So, sorry, I want to pull up my spreadsheet real quick. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just play the game. I'll do that stuff. We don't have a ton of time left. Probably gonna be getting off soon, so let's just have fun. Let's get to the dungeon and get the ball rolling, then we'll worry about all the other shit. Because I'm sure there will be like 2 cutscenes, then we'll be at a good spot to stop, so. Time was, I had a shop up in the city. Look what they've driven me to. Breaks my heart to think about it. Let's go to this, like, weird item shop over here. There we go. So many good chunks of this game. Poor fellow here lost his son in the war. He's built up so much hatred over the years, no telling what he might do. Alright. Rabanasterian. The consul can talk all he wants. He'll never fool us down in Lowtown. We remember who it was that brought down Dalmasca. Hey, Vaughn. You're for more rat hunting? Door's open and ready to go. Still can't get through the door to the left open, though. Old Dallin says it leads someplace really important. Can't wait to see what's inside. Hello, traveling merchant. Onion bolts. Potions. Oh, we don't have those yet. Let's buy some bolts of onion. I didn't even sell the stuff I meant to sell. There we go. All nice and fixed. A new Imperial Consul? What difference does it make? I don't care if they send the Emperor himself. Rabanastre belongs to Dalmasca. Breaks my heart. All these poor orphans. It's a hard life for them. Try and keep it under your hat, but there's a band of folk working to free Dalmasca right here in Lowtown. Still, if it means war, I'll pass. Alright, so let's go and talk to old Dallin, or Derek, or whatever the fuck his name is. Come in, come in. I've many a fine blade on display. Forged each and every one of them myself. Look them over, but they're not for sale. Wait, what? Alright. Not much of a merchant now, are you? South sprawls at the bottom of the map, and the north sprawls at the top. That's how maps always are, you know. Thank you, child. Very insightful. Very, very insightful. Very brilliant. That child. Sometimes I play down in the alley in front of old Dallin's, but I ain't supposed to go up to Southgate. Nope. Alright, old Dallin. This your place? Vaughn, is that you? Can't remember the last time I saw you here down here to visit old Dallin. Alright, old Dallin. If that is your real name. Let's go and probably watch a cutscene.
If it isn't Von Ratsbane. Come for a tip on how to secure something bigger and in armor by the East Gate?
What? You already heard about that?
Wise I may not be, but well informed I am.
They'll get what's coming to them someday, believe me. But that's not why I'm here.
Do tell.
I want to know how to sneak into the palace. They've got to have some great stuff in there. Thought I'd partake.
Not one to mince words, are you, boy? The Empire protects all that's hers, and that means the palace and all the treasures inside.
That's why I'm gonna do it. To take back what's ours.
So, our champion of the sewers aspires to noble action. Admirable. Perhaps I can help you. Ah, now that I think on it, there was a rumor. Yes, Yes, a secret passageway into the palace walls. A door and a magic stone that opens the way.
That's it. This is exactly why I came to talk to you first, Alan. So, where's this, magic stone?
Oh, I've had it for years, if I can remember where I've tucked it away.
Does that just seem a little shady to anyone else? I've heard all I need, so this, crescent stone, can I have it? And then I can find a secret passage to the palace, right? Not much of a listener, are you? The crescent stone has lost its magics, and without the power of the sunstone, it will be of little use. Right, so where can I get one of these sunstones? You seek Giza Plains. Speak with the nomads there. They will find you your sunstone. Leave by the south gate and continue south. The village is not far. There are like to be beasts on the plains, so be careful, my boy. You don't have to worry about me. I will be fine before you know it. Also, Vaughn apparently became a Rastafarian old man for a second there, because I didn't notice it was him talking. You may want to talk with the Moogle from the Cartographers Guild in the Southern Plaza before you leave for Giza. Can't hurt to have a map. Going to Giza? Be careful. I will show you the way. Oh, man. So one thing that really bugs me about this game is it starts out snail slow. Let's see. Giza Plains, hang right here, and practically at the south gate. This will be easy. So hang right here. Practically be at the south gate. That is one hell of a door. That is one hell of a door. Alrighty. Beautiful save teleport stone. Alright, let's see if we can nab the sunstone before we finish up for today. Ah, the Giza Plains. Beautiful. Majestic. We'll be here forever. Can't steal from the hyena. Come on, steal from the hyena. Still can't steal from the hyena. Come on. Ugh. Oh, buckle up. This is going to be a huge chunk of this game. Trying to apparently steal from a hyena. I can't wait for when we get to Gilgamesh and having to steal from him at multiple times. Ugh. That's one thing I didn't like about the Gilgamesh fight. You had to steal from him at certain health intervals in order to ensure that you got everything. Really very annoying. At least Gilgamesh was, you know, kind of neat, but definitely not the most fun. Oh, that's cool. We got the Firestone. I know I talk about it like the Firestone is so important, because it's not, but again, it'll be better once we have... Oh, hello. That hyena just spawned here. Cool. Nice and easy. Come on. Come on, Vaughn. God. Enemies hit reasonably hard in this game. From a really early point, too. I find that to be a bit interesting, personally. Alrighty. Hey there, we don't see many travelers through here. If there's something you're looking for, you should talk to our elder. She's over by the tent. Those two must have gotten into a fight again, no doubt about it. That Jin, always getting into trouble. This time, Roklo was with them too. I wonder what's going on. Roklo, Tot, and Jin went out into the plains, but Jin still hasn't come back. tell the truth, I'm a bit worried. Something's up, but Rolico and Tot aren't talking. They don't have to, though. It's written all over their faces. Teehee. Sorry, but could you come back later? Gotta finish work, or I can't play. You've come from the city. Our village may be small, but you are welcomed here. Our village moves with the seasons. When the rains come, Giza fills with water, so we cannot stay. I'm looking for an elder. Matsuya. Have you come to see the dark crystals? Not everyone takes well to the heat of the Giza plains. Ah, so the sunstone you seek. You come to the right place. They can only be made here in Giza. They're quite valuable, though. We can't just go handing them out to anyone, or just any who happens to wander through our camp. You see, we make and sell sunstones to earn the money we need to survive. Still, perhaps we can come to some arrangement. Would you hear my offer? Yes. Making sunstones is a chore we give to the children of our camp. They roam the plains, traveling from dark crystal to dark crystal, drawing the light from the stones into shade stones. One of these children, Jin, has not returned. He's left carrying our supply of shade stones. If you will find Jin for me, tell him to come back to camp, you may take one of the sunstones he's made in return. Some of the children said that they have seen him south of the camp. You may want to speak with them yourself before leaving. Please, find Jin and tell him to return at once. Damn it, Jin. Penelo?
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same, though the answer is pretty clear. No good.
What? I'm being good.
Is that right? So, then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day. Well, let's get going.
Is it just me, or does this game have really weird audio quality? Like, does it sound grainy to anyone else, or is it just me? Because if it's just me, I'll just ignore it, but I swear to God, this game sounds kind of grainy. It's bugging the shit out of me. The children still work, even in this heat. I guess just to try to follow their example. We all went out to make some sunstones, but Jin still hasn't come back to camp. It's the first time he's been out of the plains since the end of the rains. Maybe he got in touch with Wanderlust. Hello, Moogle. Nutsy. I'm just a traveling Moogle. Trying to scrape by. I should be here when the dry holds, Kupo. But the monsters during the rains are so scary. The dry should last a while longer, but it takes care during the rains, Kupo. Those big lightning balls don't mess around. Would you like to buy a map, Kupo? Yeah, I'll buy a map for 30 bucks. A fine purchase, Kupo. You won't regret it. Moogle's honor. For some reason, I feel like Moogles are not honorable. I don't know. I just don't feel like that's a thing that Moogles have. Like, it's not a virtue. With how soft the voices are in cutscenes, I can't tell. Alright, well, I'll work on the audio balance for tomorrow. That's one of the things I'm going to be doing. Probably tonight. I'll watch the VOD and see how loud the game is. Hey, Vaughn, let me give you these before we go. There are all sorts of monsters out there, so you can never be too careful. Cool. So far you've been traveling by yourself, but now I'm here we can travel as a party. You can give commands to your allies in a party, just like you do by yourself up to now. I'll be making my own decision about what to do too, but you can give me specific commands. I'll take care of it first. Got it? You now change leaders and issue party commands. Oh, one more thing. If you don't want me to fight on my own, you can always turn my gambits off. With gambits turned off, I won't do anything until you give the word. You should really think about using gambits for yourself, you know. Make managing a battle a lot easier. Gambits have been added to the party menu. Well, you ready to go? I am totally ready to go. Fun. Wasn't Jin supposed to be somewhere to the south of the village? If we work our way around, we should be able to find him. That's great. Why can I not adjust your gambits? Do I now have gambits? Oh, fuck that. We're going to Rabanastre. Yeah, it might be one of those things where I just have to, like, turn up the game volume allowance and then actually, like, adjust the volume of the game itself. We'll worry about that tomorrow. But yeah, the audio for the voices are really faint. Oh, it's because she's a guest. That's why. Gambit's on. Oh wait, no. Gambits are on. Oh, it's so much faster. There's no button for gambits. Wow, we need to buy those like right now. I swear to God, Penelo, if you stop me from going to Rabanastre, I'm going to throw a fit. No. Alright, so let's see if the Gambit shop's open. Alright. God. We finally gain access to party members, which means we can finally gain access to gambits, which means we can finally play the game. Ugh. I don't know why on earth they don't just give you a party member and give you gambits, like, at the earliest possible opportunity. Like, the moment we got Vaughn in the sewers, we should have been able to set gambits. It would have made the rest of the game, of this early game, at least, a lot simpler. But I know I'm kind of dragging my feet through this early game stuff. And not just, like, doing the main story, which is what I should be doing. Mainly because I don't want to. The main story in this game takes a while to get off the ground anyway. I'm gonna do the best part of the game, which is hunts and killing monsters. Alright, Gambit shop. Can I please buy some Gambits now? No! You dick. I have a party now. I should probably talk to the people inside the shop. Unless I only unlock Gambits after the fucking Giza Plains sequence. Then I'm gonna be really salty. I already talked to you. Great tool for loop. You like people. I'm so sad now. That makes me very upset. Oh shit. Alright. Let's keep it going. Let's just try to... Let's find Jin, get the Sunstone. Guess we can't adjust our gambits quite yet. Not gonna lie, that makes me really upset. For something so incredibly vital to this game, the fact that they don't give it to you immediately drives me absolutely nuts. Absolutely fucking nuts. Alright. Well, back to Giza we go. Wait. I'll just turn on double speed. Forgetting that's a feature in this version of the game. Zodiac Age is fantastic. Otherwise, I'd have to walk my happy ass back normally. But thankfully, with this, we can just run our happy asses back normally. So, yay! Tons of fun. So let's find Jin out on the Giza Plains, so we can get on with our life. And also, after this section, it's probably a good stopping point, so... Oh man, this makes killing trash so fast. The thing that I'm really happy about is it doesn't fuck up the music too much. Too much, anyway. Alright, we'll save. Just keep going. Swing our way around south, find Jin, who's conveniently marked on our map for some reason. I don't know if anyone else noticed that, but it bugs the shit out of me. That's something I probably shouldn't fuck with. Alpha hyena. Alright. Oh my god, Penelo. You're already dying. Wait. I want to steal from the Alpha Hyena. Come on. There we go. Right, I'm just gonna grab this. Oh, 57 gills, totally worth it. And a potion. And some blind, apparently. Still gonna just sneak around this thing, because that thing hurts. Run, Vaughn, run. There we go. All good. Made it through without too much harm to ourselves. And give a potion to Penelo. Or not. There you go. Alright. Let's go and save Jin from whatever's probably trying to kill him. And we'll be doing good. Hi, Jin. Yeah, my name's Jin. What's it to you? Matsuya wants me to come back to the village, huh? Well, that could be a problem. Let's see, my leg's better now. Nope, no good. Still hurts. I tripped running from some monsters. Guess I pulled something. I'm never gonna get any stun stones made like this. I just need to make one more to be finished for today. I didn't want to head back short, so I thought I'd give my leg a rest and try again. Why are you out here looking for me anyway? I'll explain the situation. You need a sunstone, huh? Well, if Matsuya doesn't mind, I can give you a shade stone. I'm not sure I can walk yet. You'll have to turn it into a sunstone, okay? Don't worry, I'll tell you how. You know how we use these dark crystals and shade stones to make sunstones, right? Obtained a shade stone. Here's your shade stone. As for the dark crystal, you'll find them all over Giza Plain. This one right next to me is one of the smaller ones. Bigger crystals have something inside that soaks up light and shines really bright. See that one over there? If you take a shade stone they just give you and bring it near one of those, the shining dark crystals will absorb the energy from it. There are 4 shining crystals in Giza right now. If you have trouble finding them, just scan the horizon. There's no way of telling how much energy you can draw from one crystal without trying it, though, so you shouldn't need all 4. This gauge will show you how much energy the shade stone has absorbed. Once you made it to Sunstone, bring it to me, and I'll make sure it's up to snuff. I'll go ahead and mark the dark crystals on your map, too. Thanks, kid. You know, just giving away the secrets of your people like that? That's not okay, bro. That's like the one thing keeping you guys, like, alive, isn't it? But, okay, that's fine. Guess we'll just run our happy ass over to the one over here. Got 6 gil. Hey, bro. Alright. Oh my god. I'll just hold the sunstone up to it. Or the shade stone. 27%. Also, I don't know why on earth that sounds like some sort of reactor powering down. An antidote? That's worth it. Ignore the foofy bunny. Go to the other one on the other side. Alright. Oh, that one was worth a lot. I guess you need 3. This is how they make it. Yeah, let's just find the next crystal, okay? Didn't mean to skip that dialogue, but I did. Alright. Just gotta get to the other one. Man, this double time thing is super handy. Wish I had noticed that we had that like 20 minutes ago. That's a lot of treasure chests. I mean, not really a lot, but still. That's a convenient amount of treasure chests. Alright. Need to snag this last big old sunstone right here. Hold the shadestone up to it. That should be all we need. Yep, 100% energy. That's it. Nothing to it. Take it back to Jin and see what he says. Hope we did it right. Sure, let's go. Obtained a sunstone. You got a sunstone. Let's take a look. Seems okay to me. Not bad for city folk. But here's what happened. Metsuyo always warns us to stay away from the werewolves, right? Well, a bunch of us decided we'd have a little contest to see who's the bravest. Started out just as a lark, but Toth said that none of us kids living on the plains should be scared of monsters. I guess I got carried away. Don't let the grown-ups know about it, okay? Anyway, my leg's feeling better now. Let's head back to the village. I'll race you. Try to keep up. Okay, bye. Stupid kid. Doing stupid kid stuff. Okay. Jin made it back to home safe and sound. He's a good boy, but how his mind wanders. He never thinks of the worry it causes me. I'm sorry if there's any trouble. Please take these with my thanks. 50 gil, 2 potions, 2 teleport stones. Nice. Jin gave you a sunstone, yes? I hope it may be of help to you. Alright, so we got our sunstone. And I think right here is a good place to call it for today. So tomorrow I'll be on at my normal time, and we'll continue from here. I'll also start assigning jobs and stuff for people tomorrow. So there's that to take care of. Otherwise, though, I mean, that was good. We finished Final Fantasy VIII today. We started Final Fantasy XII. I'll make sure that the clips and stuff that were posted today end up making it onto the channel page, and I'll get the Final Fantasy VIII collection all sorted out, so that's all ready to go. So yeah, thanks to everyone who stopped by and is watching. And, you know, if you don't follow the channel, follow the channel. Remember to follow me on Twitter, too. I update whenever I'm going to go live, or if things are going to take more time, or if I'm going to be late, like I was today. I'm going to be late again on Wednesday, because I have to go back to the dentist. So that'll be good. But, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Hope everyone has a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, okay? Alright. Later, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye now.